Hey everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets. Today we're going to be looking at this Grim Knight action figure from DC Multiverse, done by the one and only McFarlane Toys. Hey everybody, and welcome back to BK's Bullets. My name is Brent, I am your host, and today we're going to be unboxing this Grim Knight action figure from DC Multiverse McFarlane Toys. So what is this guy? Well, basically this is Batman as the Punisher. He is in some, or a few DC comic books nowadays-ish. He goes to the series called The Batman Who Laughs, and it's a mini-series of 7 issues done by Scott Snyder, drawn by Jock. And I think there was a one-shot in there I can't remember who drew the one-shot. But anyway, that was basically his origin. But he appeared, I think he first appeared in the pages of Batman Who Laughs. And then I want to say Eduardo Risso did the one-shot. So we got the interior packaging here, the pegs, the stand, which I love. And then here's 2 guns back here. Looks like they're on a peg, so let's get them and the trading card out. So I was kind of wondering if the back here was maybe specific to each character, but alas, it is not. It's the same every single time. Pardon the noises. Boom, there we go. Okay, they're all out. So, here you go. There's the trading card. Now, that is a different piece of art than I've ever seen. Let's flip it over. Source, The Batman Who Laughs, Comics, 2016. Why don't they put the number on there? Anyway, ripped from Batman's greatest nightmares, the Grim Knight in his world is his world's most dangerous vigilante, unafraid to use any weapon to go to any lengths to stop those he deems worthy of death. Armed with the finest arsenal Wayne money can buy, he is now one of the deadliest Dark Knights in existence, second only to the Batman Who Laughs. So yeah, so if you haven't watched my What Happened in Metal and Justice League, the Death Metal prep video, I suggest you go watch that right now, because that will explain who the Batman Who Laughs is and everything else. There will be a link to it in the end card and probably a pop-up somewhere in this video on the suggestions. So let's get this guy out here. He has 2 guns. Looks like an MP5 down there, and this is a grenade launcher. So he's got some rubber bands. That looks pretty nice. Only 1 set of rubber bands. That's pretty new. Or, most of my kids' toys have way more than that. So that is nice that it's kind of minimalist rubber banding. Let's get him out of the packaging, and then we'll take a look at him. Getting the arms out first, and the legs, and then his head pops right out. See, his head's kind of, there's an insert there, and then you just, whoop, there you go. Now let's put this away, and let's take a look at him. So yeah, so this is McFarlane Toys. This is part of their, I think they're mostly 7 inches. So they're bigger, and they have more articulation than the Mattel DC Multiverse line had, who was the last license holder. And this is Batman with a bunch of guns. There's the peg on the back and the shoulder straps. And as much detail is on here, and there is a little bit of different color blacks, like the straps here are a different color than the rest of it, and might be more like a dark gray. This is more metallic. This actually shows up on camera a little bit better. I wish there was a little more color variation. His ankle joint over there is bent pretty hard. I wonder if he'll stand up by his own. Can we get him to stand up? Yep, that's always a good sign. If you don't need the stand to stand him up, that's very nice. But the, what is this? The pack here, it's glued on the shoulders and then kind of rests there. So I guess you could take it off if you really want to, but I don't know how you would get it back on. So you can't really see how big this bat symbol is underneath. My only gripe is that, A, you can't see it, really. So that might be the design's fault that it's a little too big, but his ear, these ears are not symmetrical. And then my biggest gripe is with these Batman toys is these small ears. They curve well. All the Batman ears, I think, curve real easy, but some more than others, depending on the packaging. So I ordered this guy off of Big Bad Toy Store, and it finally came in here in November, December timeframe. So I'm not one of these influencers that gets a advanced copy. There's like a bunch of people online who have had their unboxing examination videos here for months and months and months, which led me to believe that this guy was out, which was not the case. So yes, I actually paid for mine and got it whenever it was out. So hopefully to have a couple more action figures soon. So he's got the typical, he bends at the waist backwards and the chest. That's new. Or maybe I haven't paid attention to it as much with the Azrael Batman figures because they're so bulky from White Knight. Curse of the White Knight. But yeah, it's got the little shoulder thing. This, again, I think the last figure, who was it? The Curse of the White Knight, Azrael Batman. Remember I was showing you how his shoulder joint, this extra joint inside was a little loose because it was like further out. This one's pushed all the way in. And this one you can see is out a little bit more. So you can bend his shoulder, like he's almost bending his shoulder blades back. See that? But it's not loose. So I wonder if my Azrael Batman's defective, but honestly, they're there for me to look at and think, oh, cool. So the other kind of weird thing is that his gauntlets here are kind of at a weird spot. Normally, on Batman figures, they're at the base, kind of in line with the elbow. This guy is like, no, I'm going to put it on top of my arm, and that way you'll know I'm going to beat the crap out of you. He's only got two, seem to be made of metal, a la like Batman Begins style. And then he's got double jointed knees. These McFarlane joints are always so tight. So I always wonder if you can actually like bend them without breaking them. But yeah, so this is good. You can get him in all sorts of poses, taking on different threats. I think it's good. So you can get him crouching down low, shooting up at a guy if you got, other figures you want him to shoot at. So let's get his guns in his hands and see how those work. Really cool, these got these big knee pads with the bat symbol on it. Is it focusing? Let me try and get to focus. Yep, there you go. That's cool. Got the black down here. This is a different shade. This is shiny. Yeah, I just wish there was like a, those dark black camo patterns where it was like a little bit of gray here. I think that would have, even though it's not in the comics per se, I think it would have broken up the figure a little bit nicer in terms of just this like solid black figure. Who, when you put these massive guns on the back, so this is one piece, and it's meant to be like 4 more guns. Here's an M16, all right, 5 more. Here's an AK. Here's something else here. Was that an AR something? And then other things I don't know about. There's the other ones on the other side of it. So, anyway, let's put him back here. Yep, there you go. So he's meant to look like that kind of imposing silhouette. No cape, because a tactical Batman would not need a cape. Although I don't know why he has this, like, his hood mask or whatever the heck this is. Is it going to cover his face, maybe? A gaiter, right? That's what they're called. Yeah, the only thing about this is this ankle. I don't know what the deal with this ankle is. Maybe it's the foot is backwards? Yeah, okay. So I spun the foot around and looked like I got it correct now. He does not have a toe joint. A couple of the other figures have had toe joints, but I guess, yeah, if you're wearing, steel-toed boots or something, combat boots, maybe you wouldn't need a toe joint. So let's get these guns in here. This rocket launcher. Can we get these on here? Nope, I don't think we're going to get them on there very easy, but all in all, I think he's a cool figure. So I'm not buying all of the McFarlane toys. I'm just buying the ones I really, really like. That Death Metal Batman has a guitar, which is definitely going to be added to my collection. So I might need to rethink my action figure collection, get rid of some, because I'm not going to have room at the pace that McFarlane is going with all these cool versions. Might have to get rid of, like, the Metamorpho I don't really care for, or Orion or some of these other ones I have that from the Mattel days that I don't really care for. But yeah, man, McFarlane doing it up. These are fantastic looking figures, way better than anything Mattel's done in the last 5 years at least for their DC Multiverse line, in my opinion. These are fantastic. So I guess keep an eye out for him. I don't know if he's in stores. I don't know. My local Target, which is the only place that sells toys near me, I don't go into Walmarts very much, but at least my local Target only has still like the first line. So I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, I would keep an eye out on online retailers for these McFarlane ones. I think they're going to be pretty limited and in demand, because look at these. Look at this guy. He's so cool. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe down below, and we will see you guys next time in the Funny Pages.